With more people returning to the office, there's a lot of anxiety and stress around of what to do with your four-legged family members who've been accustomed to having their pet parents at home. And joining us now to talk about the type of care and training required to keep our pets happy is international dog trainer, that is Tom Davis. Hey Tom, good morning to you.
Good morning, Micah. Thank you so much for having me on.
Well, we appreciate your time because this is important. A lot of those pets have gotten really attached to us with being home. So what impact really does that have on the pets as those pet parents go back to the office?
Well, I think, a couple things is confusion, right? Everyone was home for a while and now they're not. You could see some behavioral things start to happen too, as anxiety and stress and maybe some disruption of chewing on things and things like that. Those are the first things we're probably going to see as we transition back into reality.
Now, according to a survey by WAG, 41% of those dog parents returning to work said that they'll actually miss their dog even more than their kids or spouses. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah. WAG conducted a survey actually, and even bigger than that, which kind of marries this really nicely, is 93% of those people actually said that having a pet at home has reduced their mental health to less stress and less anxiety. So having, 41%, almost half the people polled saying, hey, I'm going to miss my dog more than my spouse, makes total sense to me for sure.
So then what type of care and training is really required then to keep our four-legged family friends happy even when we're not at home?
Well, I think there's two really big things to talk about, Mike. And the first thing is training. I think a lot of people wait for there to be a problem with training. You don't want to do that. You want to start training in the beginning to better your relationship and communication. Second to that would be exercise. Dogs need mental and physical exercise every single day to have a clean mental health, for sure.
Should we think about pet insurance?
Yeah, well, actually, during the WAG survey, 41% of people didn't even know that pet insurance was being offered. So I think some people do and some people don't, but it's just as important for dog owners and pet owners to have pet insurance as it is for us to have insurance as well.
Where do we go for more information to learn more about this?
All the things that we talked about today, you can find over on wagwalking.com, all of the resources for finding somebody who can help you with your dog as you transition into reality workplace, as well as some of the information for the pet insurance.
Now, the only question left is really how can I be trained to deal with my dog not being right next to me as I'm in the office? That's what I want next, just to kind of corner it off a little bit and let the dog come to work with us. Why not? It helps relieve that stress, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's absolutely true. Yep.
Well, I appreciate the time this morning and thanks for the advice.
Micah, thank you so much. Have a good one.
You as well. Again, visit wagwalking.com for more information about this and keep that pet anxiety low as we return back to the office.